Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. I'm going to start off by showing you a quick video of the wall that I have the wall that I face when I am creating, and all of the little containers and things that I have in front of me. And it's going to make sense once I start creating my layout why I have shown you what I have in front of me. So just showing you again a little bit of what I see when I create. Okay, let's get started. Thank you so much for being here on my channel. And this is daily creative or creative exercise video number 17. I forgot what I titled this videos anymore. This is the video that I've been making this year where I am getting some prompts from the book by Todd Henry called Daily Creative. We are now in September. And one of the things that I had initially thought of doing was the prompt on September 16, which it says a change of scenery. It says it's easy to get stuck in place ruts as much as we get stuck in creative ones. Today, try something different. By changing your environment, you shake your mind out of its comfortable ruts and can stimulate new kinds of insights. So I really wanted to create my layout at a different area, maybe a different part of my house. But then as I started thinking about it, I thought that that's actually impossible right now because my video recording tripod or the tech that I use is like bolted to the wall. So I can't really move where I am recording. And I even thought, well, maybe I can like set up like a different tripod, but then my lighting won't be as, the kind of lighting that I have now. And so I thought that instead of like changing my scenery, what if I challenge myself to look up and look at all of the items that are in front of me and see what I can use with it or see what I can make out of it. And so that's what I did here. Now, these papers are samples of cardstock. I used to be part of the design team for a cardstock company. And so they gave us these swatches so that when we order our papers, we can just tell them what we want. And I've had this for many years and it's just sitting there because, it's good cardstock. It's just they're 3x4 and there's a hole there because of a 3-ring hole or those kinds of things to hold them together. But I feel like I'm going to use them here in this particular layout. I'm also using a chipboard piece that I found in my little chipboard area, and it's just a diamond, and I'm using that as a template or stencil, and I am going to cut my various cardstocks with that shape. My cardstocks are different texture, which I really like, and then I glued them onto this paper, pattern paper, which is light dots on there. And then I also decided to pull some ribbons. There were ribbons in front of me, and I've decided to use that as a border. And then here is a transparency that, again, I pulled out from the bucket in front of me, and then also some wood veneers. I don't usually use a lot of these like really thick kind of embellishments because I find them that the bulkiness warps the sheet protectors that I put my layouts in. But at this time around, I'm going to use them just so I can use them, and also so that I can kind of follow my train of thought of the change of scenery. Now, these pictures are of my son. This is his first job. He worked for Overdrive, which is a race cart kind of place. And there was one time my husband and I went out, and then as we drove back home, we said we'll stop by, and I took pictures of him just so that I can commemorate his first ever job outside of the home. Of course, we've kind of he's done jobs for us before, like in the yard, cutting trees and things like that. So he's made money, but this one is like the one where he actually has to file taxes on and things like that. So I wanted to make sure that I document that. And they're just two 4x6 photos. Now, again, I was trying to really maintain just staying with the items that I had pulled in front of me. So, sorry. So, I could have matted the pictures. I could have done a lot of things, but I discovered that one of my distressing tool is actually on that cassette player type of shelving unit. And so I pulled that one out and then started distressing the pictures. I don't know if I like distressing my pictures like that, but I do like that it gives it a different edge and kind of give it a little bit more interest. Now, I also inked up the edges of all of the diamond papers that I have. I figured that it needed to stand out a little bit more against the background. And so I decided to just ink up the edges just to give it that little bit of shadow. And then I put in my title, and that's going to say first job. But then I don't know if you see the wood veneer banner on the right side of my screen that says epic. I'm also going to add that so that it will complete the title of epic first job. So now I just pre-typed my journaling with my typewriter, and then I cut it up into strips, and now I'm going to add that as strips on the bottom of the layout. So my son, again, as like I said, started his first job right after high school at Overdrive, but he actually didn't last there for very long. I think he was only there for less than 3 months. He liked the job. It's just that sometimes when guests come and they do have a bar over there and people drink too much, he didn't like the atmosphere when the guest starts drinking, and so he just decided that he was gonna go somewhere else, and that's when he started working at Amazon. Now onto the layout again. I've cut out the strips, I've trimmed them down and glued them. I do have a acrylic block that is on top of these strips so that it will just hold it down. Now these are my handmade, homemade kind of swirls. I put some Nouveau drops in a design on a transparency, and no, that's not my initial idea. I actually found that, I think, in Pinterest or something, but I've had that for a few years now. I think I even have a video on how I made that. Anyways, so I put that there again because that was in front of me. And then I also decided to add some pen stitching on 3 of the tan type diamonds. I just felt like it needed a little bit of something. Now my video got cut off and I apologize for that, but here are some close-ups. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye now.